Hello and welcome to Unit 3 of Interchange Book 2, and in this video we're looking at comparisons. Okay, so let's get started. Sylvia and Frank are on a long bike ride. They are deciding which route to take back to their hotel.
We should go up that hill and we'll only be 10 kilometers away from the hotel. It looks like a great shortcut.
That hill? I'm sorry, but that looks incredibly dangerous.
No, it doesn't. It's just as dangerous as the other route.
No it's not. Look at that incline.
Okay, maybe the other route didn't have as much incline.
And the rocks?
Okay, you're right. The other route didn't have as many big rocks.
Do you still want to go that way?
Yes, it's faster. I'm so hungry. I want to get back to the hotel so that we can go and eat.
It's just as fast as the other route, and the other route isn't as risky.
Okay, whatever. Let's go on the boring route.
So in the previous video we looked at evaluations, and now we're just going to have a little review of evaluations. And you may remember that an evaluation was a judgment, an opinion, or assessment of only one thing. Okay, so if we said the park isn't safe enough, this is an evaluation of one thing, the park. Or if we said there aren't enough police officers in the park, again, it's an evaluation of just one thing, the park. In this video though, we're looking at comparisons, and this is a judgment, opinion, or assessment of two things. So here we have two examples of comparisons. We've got the car, one thing, isn't dirty as the truck. So that's two things, the car and the truck. Or we could say my pizza, that's one thing, doesn't have as many ingredients as his pizza. Two things. Okay, so when we use comparisons in this structure with adjectives, and the verb be here is negative, the second thing will always have more, or always be more. So if we said the car isn't as dirty as the truck, we mean the truck is dirtier. Okay? If be is affirmative, and we said the car is as dirty as the truck, it means they are the same, okay? They are both dirty. So the formula is the first thing we're comparing. So in this example we have Pam, the verb to be, as, adjective as, so we have as thin as, and the second thing we're comparing, which is Claudia. So the example is Pam is as thin as Claudia. So there is one problem with this example, and that is that Claudia is thinner than Pam. So remember, we need to make this into a negative. So Pam isn't as thin as Claudia, okay? Claudia is thinner. So let's have a look at this one. We've got the fish and the shark, and the adjective we're using is happy. Okay, so let's look at the verb be. Okay, it's a negative. So the thing we're comparing, which goes in this second space, the final space, is going to be more happy. So if we look at the pictures, the fish looks happy and the shark looks sad. So the fish is the most happy thing. So the example would be the shark isn't as happy as the fish. But we've got the same example here, but the adjective is sad. So which one is more sad? Which one is sadder? And it's the shark, okay? So the shark would go in the final place and the fish will go in the first place. The fish isn't as sad as the shark. Okay, and now they're both pretty happy. So we can have the fish and the shark in either place. We could even swap them around because they're the same. And B won't be negative, it'll be affirmative. Okay, so the shark is as happy as the fish. Okay, they're the same. And now if we look at the formula with nouns, okay, so again we have the first thing we're comparing, and we're comparing my tree, and then we have the verb, and the verb we're going to use in this example is have, and then we can say as, much or many noun as, and the second thing we're comparing, which is your tree. So remember when we use nouns, if it's a non-count noun we use much, and if it's a count noun we use many. Okay, so the noun we're looking at is leaves. Okay, leaves, and it says my tree have as many leaves as your tree. Well, this is incorrect, and the reason in this example is that this tree has more leaves. Okay, so we need to make this verb a negative. Okay, so it should be my tree doesn't have as many leaves as your tree, because this tree has more leaves. Okay, so if we look at this one, okay, so we've got Steve's house and Claire's house, and we're looking at windows. Okay, so first let's look at the pictures. Steve's house has 1, 2, 3 windows, and Claire's house has 1 window. So we know, because there's a difference, that the verb has to be negative. So it's going to be doesn't have. Okay, and whose house has more windows? Well, it's Steve's house. So this will go in the final place. And Claire's house will go in the first place. And windows, is it count or non-count? Well, it's a count noun, so we would say many. So the full example is Claire's house doesn't have as many windows as Steve's house. Okay, now let's look at party 1 and party 2. So again, there's a difference. We're looking at guests, so that's people who have been invited to the party. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guests at party 1, and 1, 2, 3 guests at party 2. So again, there's a difference. So the verb has been negative, doesn't have, and because party 1 has more guests, it will go at the end of the structure, and party 2 will go at the beginning. And guests, well, again, that's a count noun, so we would use many. Party 2 doesn't have as many guests as party 1. Okay, and one more example. We have the blue ball and the grey ball. Okay, and we're comparing cereal. Okay, and is there a difference? Well, it looks like this bowl has more cereal. Okay, so this would come at the end, the blue bowl would go at the beginning, and because there's a difference we would have a negative. so it doesn't have. But this time, cereal is a non-count noun, okay? We can't have 2 cereals, 3 cereals. We can only have cereal. So we would say as much. The blue bowl doesn't have as much cereal as the grey bowl. Okay, so that's everything for this video. And if you would like to try the activities below, and we'll see you next time. Bye.